It was an exciting week for Vyelle and his friends. Their school's annual science fair was coming up, and Vyelle had formed a team with Annie, Vihn, and their new classmates Surjith, Rose, and Carlson. Together they were determined to create the best project in the fair, but they had a lot of work ahead of them. Their idea was to build a model of a sustainable city, showing how solar power, wind energy, and clean water systems could make a city eco-friendly. The project sounded amazing, but as the group sat down to plan, they quickly realized they had only 5 days left to finish everything. Vyelle, always the planner, took charge. "We need to manage our time well if we want to finish this on time," he said, pulling out a notebook. "Let's divide the tasks. Annie, you can research solar power. Vihn, you're good with numbers, so can you work on the energy calculations? Surjith, Rose, and Carlson can help me with building the model." Everyone agreed and got to work, but by the end of the first day, they were already behind schedule. Vihn, who was struggling a bit with the calculations, was quiet and a little frustrated. Rose and Carlson were also having trouble making the model look right. The next day, Annie noticed Vihn looking down. "Are you okay, Vihn?" she asked kindly. Vihn shook his head. "I'm having trouble with the energy calculations. They're more complicated than I thought." Vyelle saw the problem and stepped in. "Don't worry, Vihn," he said. "We can figure it out together. Problem solving is all part of the project. Let's work on it after lunch." The group gathered around and brainstormed different ways to simplify the calculations. They worked together, each sharing ideas, until finally Vihn smiled. "We did it. Thanks, everyone," he said, feeling relieved. But now they only had 2 days left and the model wasn't finished. Rose and Carlson were worried they wouldn't make it in time. Vyelle saw how stressed his team was and quickly reassured them. "It's okay, we just need to manage our time better. Let's set small goals for each hour and focus on what we can do." With Vyelle's encouragement, the group split into pairs. Vyelle and Carlson worked on the wind turbines. Surjith and Rose finished the water system, and Annie helped Vihn perfect the solar panels. They all worked quickly but carefully, focusing on each small goal. Bit by bit, the project came together. On the final day, the group was exhausted but excited. They had managed their time well, worked through the problems together, and their project was ready, just in time for the fair. As they set up their model at the science fair, the other students admired their work. Their sustainable city glowed with tiny lights powered by solar panels, and the wind turbines spun slowly in the breeze. The group beamed with pride as their teacher praised their effort, especially their teamwork and problem-solving skills. "You all showed great time management and determination," their teacher said, "and more importantly, you worked together to overcome the challenges." Vyelle smiled, feeling proud of his team. "We couldn't have done it without everyone's help," he said. "We all had a purpose in this project, and we made it work because we worked together." Vihn, Surjith, Rose, and Carlson nodded in agreement. Annie looked at the model and said, "We didn't just build a city, we built something together as a team." As the day came to an end and they packed up their project, Vyelle knew this science fair had taught them more than just about science. They had learned the value of time management, problem solving, and working with purpose. And with those lessons, Vyelle knew they could tackle anything that came their way in the future.